Hey guys, Seek the Geek, and I'm back again on Pokemon Showdown, where we're going to have some more live replays, but today it's all mega-Venusaur, 3 battles with it. The reason why I've decided this is because I'm sort of leaning towards using the mega-Venusaur team for Seattle Regionals. Now that's only because I have the mega-Venusaur ready to go and completely in-game, while the Mega-Salamence team I do not have. So I mean, if I really focused on it, I could probably get it before Seattle Regionals, especially if I started earlier, but I'm not leaning towards it just because I don't really want to do that, because I am very busy. That's why I've got to pre-record a ton today, so you're going to see more of these, and I'm just going to quickly go over what's going to come up, what's kind of planned for this week, because my schedule was kind of thrown off after the Sand team kind of sucked and we decided not to use it. So if you don't want to listen to this, which I highly suggest you should, then go ahead and skip later to the video. You'll probably find when I start playing these battle replays. But basically what I was going to say was we're going to have some more live replays for the next few days, but I am deciding that I'm just going to do a team review for the Mega-Salamence team sometime randomly, either this weekend or next week, during the week sometime. So not quite yet sure what day that'll be, but there will probably be a Mega-Salamence review, and then otherwise it's just gonna be live replays up until what day? Until the next weekend, really. I did not get a sub Sunday yet from anyone request, so if anyone wants to be in that, definitely post down below, because we're running out of time on that when we can record that, because we'd have to record that literally right when this video goes up. So I doubt there's actually gonna be a sub Sunday. Probably just gonna be another live replay. Oh, I was about to say, unless someone I know just tells me in person or like on Skype or something like, "Hey man, want to have a Pokemon battle or something?" Then maybe I could do that. But other than that, that's that. Let's just go right into these. Yes, the Mega-Venusaur team is amazing, and we're on this far side, of course. I said Mega-Venusaur, and it's not Mega Lopunny, so that's why we're obviously on this side. Now, I go with the Latios Clefable lead just because Latios covers a lot of his team. Psyshock, Draco Meteor, and HP Ground hit quite a lot, and with the Clefable support, the threats are kind of dealt with. So I go with the Protect because I know the Fake Out's coming, but he actually does it on the Clefable, which is a bit unfortunate because I went for the Ice Beam on Lando T. After seeing Lando T go for a knockoff, I have to slow this down way more. I was a bit scared, so I had to get my Latios out. I was hoping he'd knock off Terrakion just because, yeah, I'd break my Sash, but it would give me a justified boost. But instead, he doubles into the Clefable, which almost takes Clefable out, but not quite, which is very nice. And that same turn, I get the Ice Beam off to finish off that Lando T, which is really nice. This Clefable set, I really like it. Doesn't have Friend Guard like Clefairy, but it's still very good. So he brings in the Thundurus here, which is a bit scary just because I don't know what to do with it. So I was hoping that I could just follow me close combat this Lopunny, because Lopunny would use like Low Kick or something and it would go into Clefable instead of Terrakion, but instead this happens, and that was kind of a misplay by me. Should have probably predicted that he'd want to get rid of that Clefable before Lopunny targets down Terrakion, but I don't mind because I'm kind of bluffing that I don't have the Sash yet. And that's the whole point of using this Terrakion with the Sash. You kind of bluff that you don't have it until eventually you win because you have it. So he goes for the T-Wave on Latios, which is a very good play because Latios is a huge threat. But I decide this Thundurus is here way too long. Draco Meteor one-shots it. Yeah, Draco Meteor is that powerful. That's insane. Draco Meteor is really good. Latios is underrated, I think. It's very good. He did switch in that Sylveon to the close combat, so that was a good play by him, but still close combat does tons of damage, so enough to the point where I think an Iron Head would just OHKO it, or finish it off. But Lopunny comes in, and he actually goes for a Protect with Lopunny, which is very interesting. So I went Protect on Terrakion because I was like, predicting a Fake Out, and a Protect, Hyper Voice Fake Out would have been very bad, although Iron Heading the Sylveon pretty much would have easily guaranteed me a win, but Latios gets fully paralyzed, so I don't even get to Protect with it, which is okay because I do get to switch into my Mega-Venusaur, so that's nice, I guess, to have that. Now, Terrakion still has that Sash, so I decide, you know what, I'm just going to one-shot this Sylveon, and then I can deal with Lopunny easily the next turn. So I decide I'm going to go for the Iron Head on Sylveon. That connects easily, takes it out. Iron Head's a pretty nice move to have on Terrakion, although I know Quick Guard and things like that are also useful, but I like Iron Head for these kind of situations. Sludge Bomb does 50% there just because Lopunny's really frail, and Venusaur has enough investment to do that. So at this point, Return even gets the crit, but there's honestly no way because I have Close Combat and Sludge Bomb, which will both KO at this point. So we do pick up the win there. Pretty intense game, actually. It was definitely very close, even though, but I kind of had the control. My opponent was kind of at a disadvantage. Just I think my team was just really good matchup wise. The core worked out very well, and I'm really liking this team. So more and more I battled, and I just did these 3 battles like last night or something, so I do have a very long list of replays that we're going to go over, more Mega Salamence teams and stuff, just from me laddering, trying to get up. So, we're going to slow this down again, because Gardevoir Scrafty here against my Latios and Clefable. Now, the one problem is Latios can get OHKO'd by both of my opponent's Pokemon, but at the same time Latios can do massive damage to them, but I decided not really. I'm going to switch it out and go into Venusaur, because Venusaur can eat up both of their hits, and this Gardevoir doesn't really want to deal with Venusaur. So he does go for this Fake Out, which is very nice, because the Moonblast just one-shots Scrafty. Another reason why I like Clefable over Clefairy is Clefable can do those one-shots. Clefairy would only do about 50%. That's the difference in offensiveness. He does sadly get up this Trick Room, which is very annoying, because Heatran is obviously just going to be able to launch Heat Waves for days, so I'm predicting this Heat Wave Hyper Voice combo, which is really scary, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I go for the Protect. This is just kind of to stall out Trick Room turns. Clefable doesn't have Protect, which is a bit of a problem, and I have been annoyed by that in the past, but it's something that I'm willing to take. So I just decide I want some chip damage on that Gardevoir, because at this point a Helping Hand Sludge Bomb should take out Gardevoir. I knew I could live that Hyper Voice Heat Wave combo. That's just from using this team so much. I already know these kinds of things. Another reason why when you get a team, use it a bunch and it'll be good, because you'll be able to know what you can live and stuff. So he's going for another Heat Wave, obviously. Takes out Clefable and the Venusaur. Now I am outspeeding him in Trick Room, meaning I'm slower than the Gardevoir, which is very nice because Venusaur is pretty slow and Mega Gardevoir is actually kind of fast, so Sludge Bomb does KO, although I feel like if that was a min speed it should have been slower, but I'm not sure. So I'm pretty sure it hits like 90 speed, Venusaur's min speed is like, or my Venusaur's speed is like 100, so that was a bit weird. I switch into Latios and I go ahead and Protect here, just because I don't want to take any unnecessary damage yet, so I go ahead and get that Sludge Bomb off just for some chip damage on that Thundurus. And now there's one turn of Trick Room left, so I'm realizing, you know what, Latios can live a Heat Wave HP Ice combo, just because look at this natural bulk here. Heat Wave, which first of all is a pretty powerful move, even though it's resisted, does some solid damage. And then HP Ice, and look at that. That's super effective, not stab, but that only did about 50%, and Psyshock does OHKO this Thundurus. So that's very nice. Now Trick Room does end, so at this point that is pretty much game. There's nothing my opponent can do at this point. I can HP Ground, and I guess I could just Leech Seed and Protect and go like that. But I think I had Terrakion in the back, so it was pretty much sealed up for me. So yeah, I did have the Terrakion in the back. Did I? Can't remember. I feel like I did have the Terrakion on the back, so it was pretty much guaranteed, and whatever I really had, actually, Rotom Wash or Heatran, I pretty much had it, so that was nice. Easy victory there. Again, this team just showing how it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not even the best battler, but I'm still not doing too bad. Now, of course, yeah, my score wasn't, my rating in Pokemon Showdown wasn't that great, but lately it's been going up a lot, so I'm going to have to slow this really down. This is a pretty short battle. This is just a way of showing how this team can be very offensive at the same time, even though it has so many bulky Pokemon. Like, half of them are very bulky, and the other 3 have so much natural bulk. So, Articuno Liepard versus Latios Terrakion. Now, this is a huge offensive lead by my part. So, he goes for the Fake Out on Terrakion, which is very scary because obviously I lost my Sash. I can't Rock Slide. I was predicting him to go for on the Latios, but at the same time, not really. I was just hoping that he didn't go for it on Terrakion, but I was like, I'm going to risk it and go for the Rock Slide. I think it's a worthy risk, but it makes sense for him to go for the play he did, so it's a good thing I protected the Latios. But for some reason, he goes for the double switch. Not quite sure why he went for that, but we went for the HP Ground, and that was just because it's the only thing that could really hit Liepard that well. Maybe I could have Draco Meteor, but I didn't want to take that special attack decrease, especially because the Liepard probably had a Sash anyways, so there's no point of going for that OHKO. So next turn, okay, Psyshock easily takes that Conk, even if it's Assault Vested, because Psyshock hits the defensive side. And now this Gothitelle is a bit of a problem, but Rock Slide should be a 2-hit KO, so I don't mind that. And we get the lucky flinch. I have no clue what I was going for. I'm assuming a Psychic onto Terrakion, but that wouldn't have OHKO just because Terrakion's natural bulk. Again, these offensive Pokemon have the natural bulk to live things. That's what I really like about this team. So he goes for another Fake Out into Terrakion, which I knew he'd probably do that, but I knew that a Draco Meteor could take out Gothitelle, and so I went for the Draco Meteor Rock Slide, just hoping that I take something out, whatever he fakes out, because I didn't want to go for the Protect. Now, maybe I could have gone for the double Protect and then attacked, but that fake out really did nothing, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like I lost anything from that turn. Now this Articuno comes in, and I'm thinking, okay, well, let's see how we can take this out. I know a Rock Slide will take it out, but he goes for the Fake Tears, Ice Beam. That's a Scarf Articuno. I figured that out right away. That's very nice to figure out. And although technically I figured that out turn 1, but I didn't acknowledge it. So Draco Meteor does tons of damage versus Liepard, enough to the point where Rock Slide will kill. Drakion, again, just showing his natural bulk. Even at -2 special defense, he was able to live an Articuno Ice Beam. Now, Articuno is not the most offensive Pokemon, nor the most viable Pokemon in VGC, but I guess it's still got decent stats, so I kind of can do that. And yeah, Terrakion just being able to live that was huge. So because it was Choice Scarf, it obviously had to launch itself into an Ice Beam, but he really had no, or she, because it's got a she avatar, but I have no clue. This person, RUMX, had no solution to my super offensive lead. This is probably the most offensive lead I can get. Terrakion and Latios, my most offensive Pokemon, and it did wreck. Now, you have to be careful with this, because if you don't protect at the right times, or if you get double targeted onto Terrakion when you weren't expecting it and you didn't protect and you get knocked out, it can really set you back, especially because they're your offensive Pokemon. You need them to get KOs. So they showed off their amazing natural bulk and offensiveness. Just 3 good videos, replays, I hope, for you guys. Definitely comment down below any suggestions you have for the team. If you guys are using it, how's it going for you? I really want you guys to be using my teams, honestly, and especially my other teams. Just go back to videos, copy my teams, use them, edit them to your liking, and come back and tell me how they went, because I just want to know how they go. Want to see how good of a team builder I am. Anyways, that's going to be it. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Your support is greatly appreciated. Comment down below any suggestions you have in general, or if you just want to say hi, because I love to when people say hi. But other than that, I'm going to leave now, so subscribe, because I'm going to continue to post daily, and goodbye.